Okay, this is very interesting and very unique because we've been discussing and we've been monitoring the return of Klay Thompson. Obviously, once he does return to the Golden State Warriors, this team's going to be absolutely terrifying. If they aren't already absolutely terrifying, as in they are literally on track to finish this season with 74 wins and 8 losses, and they don't even have James Wiseman or Klay Thompson back yet. So if you're a basketball fan, especially if your favorite team is in the Western Conference like me, or if your favorite team's the Los Angeles Lakers and they're not playing up to their potential, whereas the Golden State Warriors, who are currently at like 70%, are the best team in the NBA and you're terrified, well, you have a right to be. I'm going crazy for the holiday season, guys. I'm giving away $500 to a subscriber that turns on our notifications on this channel. Shout out to Mr. Beast for the idea. I usually announce the winner on my channel community tab, and of course, we're gonna be doing cash prize giveaways on all of my socials as well. And now that we get all that out of the way, cue the intro. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? I've seen those comments saying that Steve Kerr said that Klay Thompson is still not cleared to return. Well, it appears as though the man may have been lying to us because, first of all, before we get to anything, it's important that you know that Klay Thompson isn't going to return for another month. I mean, during Christmas time, that's when you could expect him to return. He's probably going to return during a home game for the Golden State Warriors. I anticipate he returns just a little bit before Christmas because I don't think they're just going to throw him in the middle of a nationally televised game, especially when the Golden State Warriors are on the road. So if he's going to play on Christmas, that means the Warriors are probably going to play him a little bit before that, so he could enter the game for the first time in Chase Arena, probably play something like 8 to 10 minutes and get reacclimated to the NBA once again, which is what the Golden State Warriors should do, because you don't want to be in a situation where you put too much work on Klay Thompson way too quickly, and next thing you know, he has another injury. We have a lot of exciting information, man, not only in regards to Klay Thompson, but also in regards to the number 2 overall pick in the 2020 NBA draft, James Wiseman. Now, I know James Wiseman didn't have the greatest season last year with the Golden State Warriors. I mean, just looking at his statistics, a lot of people say, but Mike, he only scored 11.5 points per game off of 52% shooting. He had a PER of 13. He's not really good. And to that, I usually answer, no big man is typically really freaking good. There are outliers in their first season, like Shaquille O'Neal or Blake Griffin, which, let's take a moment of silence for Blake Griffin's current career. He's playing horribly this year. I mean, man, they threw the man completely out of the rotation. That's disgusting. Typically, it takes a while for a big man to develop, and considering the fact that James Wiseman is literally 20 years old and he's about to turn 21 this season, then I say this is normal development for the man, and you should be really excited about his return as well, because this is a guy that not only has the potential to be an interior force and an interior playmaker, but he could also be the ideal pick and pop center for Steph Curry and doesn't clog up the paint because he has the ability to step outside and shoot threes. Yes, I know so far he shot 32% from 3, but I do believe in his ability to develop that a little bit further. And well, it seems like the Golden State Warriors do as well, because we got some really interesting footage, primarily of Klay Thompson, where it appears as though the Golden State Warriors are going to assign Klay Thompson to the G League so he could become acclimated to the game and the rigors of basketball once again. About a year ago, the Golden State Warriors did the very same thing with Steph Curry as he was recovering from a broken thumb. This is a thing that they actually do quite often, and it's really funny because I'm used to seeing role players do stuff like this. Like, I've seen Jordan Clarkson when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers get sent down to the G League. You usually see players that are trying to return from the bench, not necessarily superstar players, get sent down to the G League. Yes, of course, you see players that get no playing time, but it's really funny watching the likes of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson perform in the G League. Obviously, they don't stay there that long, but it's a very good way to utilize the G League. It's actually funny because when Steph Curry was in the G League, he apparently hit a buzzer beater in their scrimmage practices. It looks like they're doing the same thing with James Wiseman and Klay Thompson, and here's the report. The Golden State Warriors assigned Klay Thompson and James Wiseman to their G League affiliate on Sunday, the team announced on Sunday. The hope is that Klay Thompson, who tore his left ACL and right Achilles, and James Wiseman, who tore his meniscus, receive practice time at that level while they continue their respective rehabilitation programs. Rams. Thompson, who was cleared for contact more than a week ago and participated in his first team practice in over 2 years last week, is scheduled to practice with the Santa Cruz Warriors on Sunday as the NBA club starts a 2-game road trip in California and Arizona. Wiseman still hasn't been cleared for full contact, but Warriors coach Steve Kerr remains optimistic that both players will help his team in the near future. Now, Steve Kerr had this to say: Klay will be scrimmaging and James will continue his work. I don't think Wiseman is scrimmaging yet, but Klay will be doing 5-on-5. So it's really interesting. It seems like Klay Thompson is further along in his rehabilitation than James Wiseman is, and you should expect Klay Thompson back before James Wiseman. I'm just excited, man, because we're really close to getting Klay back, and he's joining a streaking hot Golden State Warriors team that seems to be crushing it defensively and is extremely deep. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this, man. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.